Inside's clear. All green here.
Ready when you are.
I have something for you.
We have a clean lifter. Tracked instruments. Entering orbital pattern.
Hello, Captain. We pose no threat here. Quite the opposite. I'm making another run out of New Atlantis, taking universals out in the stars. To get closer to God and to appreciate the galaxy and all its majesty. Space travel is dangerous, whether it's respect for our religious beliefs or the... Have you ever felt something spiritual? I've jumped dozens of times, but I'll keep jumping. I completely agree. It was a pleasure to... But I hope God will...
Tell me you scanned that one. Okay, good. You got it. Times like this when it feels like we've really pushed the boundaries of humanity, you know?
Hey, you might want this.
All thrusters firing. Sliding into our orbital heading now, Captain.
I have something for you.
Talk to me. Yeah, I do. Living in the ground or caves has been a classic human.
You've been busy, I hear. Clearing out vacuum.
Sidonia may be rough around the edges, but it is utterly
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to
monumental
talk
for
to Octai. I'm busy. Here's an idea. Why don't you shout that louder so everyone at UC Security hears? Either show me what you're trying to unload or get the hell out of here. Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
humanity. Well, hang on there. We haven't even started to negotiate yet.
All I'm going to point at is the ceiling, with my middle finger. Get that stuff out of here before UC Security catches on. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit. You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
Glad we could put things into perspective.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Sure. I've got a minute.
Well then, what can I do you for? Hey, darling. You look like the type who doesn't mind getting their hands dirty. The Trackers Alliance can always use more bounty hunters to round up and kill wanted criminals. If that feels like your speed, talk to me, or check out our posts on the mission boards. Good. Here's the short of it. I'm only stationed here because I made a mistake. Killed the wrong bounty, and the right one got away. It's bugged me ever since. Now, I heard rumors that this no-good, dirty quarry's been lurking around Mars, but I ain't had the good fortune of him strolling on in here. I think he's smart enough to know better. I got a plan in place to find him, but I gotta prove to my other tracker contact that he's here. That's where you come in. Just gotta plant a sensor. No danger to you. Alright, so, you're gonna want to take this here sensor and put it way up at the tippy top of the old Mars launch. You're gonna want to make sure you've got a boost pack to help get yourself up there, else it's gonna be a tough climb. Mars gravity, it'll track down my Mark's chip signal, assuming he shows, and I'll call in my partner to take care of him. Clear out and come back to me as soon as you're done so you don't spook the quarry. Get it? Got it? Good. People always ask me what I think about mining. It rocks.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away. Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first. Right down to business! And no small talk. I like it.
That wasn't part of our deal. But I bet you're about to say it's a non-negotiable addendum.
As a matter of fact, yes. Yes, I am. Non-negotiable addendum. I like that. Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back. Feel free to throw as many credits in my face as you want, but that isn't the point. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look for the most miserable.
Hello, Captain.
Don't be caught on Martian systems without proper protective gear. All outside systems activity requires use of a certified safety suit.
Am I glad I got this job instead of mining some dead rock out in the middle of nowhere?
Just passing through, or here to stay?
I swear that warning klaxon still startles me every time.
Welcome to Sidonia. Stay out of my way.
Something I can help you with? Adler Kemp. Who the heck is that? Adler, you said? Nope. I think you have me mixed up with someone else. Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines. I just want to go home, wash off the dust, and relax. This has been fun, though. Whatever. Adler. Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? Yeah, sorry. I thought you were talking about someone else. I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Sound good? Yeah? What the heck do you want me to do, then? Huh? Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? Right?
Technically, there are several natural geologic phenomena that can stimulate the blood effect.
What games? Why are you doing this to me? I don't have the money. Oh, come on. I've heard... Sure. I guess I could ask for a 7-day shift. Please, tell Adler I'm sorry for trying to wiggle out of the debt.
Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen trouble.
Good, you're up.
Detonation occurs.
Let's just pick a star and go. What do you think?
3, 2, 1.
You look like you need a hug. I like hugs.
Particle detonation.
Not from strangers.
It is now safe to resume.
Hi, I'm Renee, and I'm so bored. My mom and dad say not to talk to people I don't know, so I thought maybe I could talk to you, and then I know you, and I won't be so bored. See? Now we're friends! And my parents can't say I'm not allowed to talk to you. Anyway, what do you want to talk about? I like to play with Taye sometimes. We come up with lots of games to play. Sometimes we listen to music or watch shows. But when he's not around, I like to draw. Sometimes I draw things and give them to people since they're so mopey all the time. It makes them smile. Actually, want to help me? I just drew these great pictures of Space Frog, but I can't go out right now. Can you help put them up for me? You will? Thank you, thank you, thank you! People are gonna be so happy. Here's a bunch of copies of the Space Frog drawing I made. You can post them in places where you think people will see them. Thank you so much!
Have you checked your air filters lately? The city of Sidonia recommends checking your filtration.
By the Crimson Fleet. Rhinos was mining valuable minerals. They had mined hard enough to attract attention. The pirates expected easy prey, but instead they found more than they bargained. A heated battle ensued with the
You're doing me so.
tunnels. It's a long way down.
The heart of the settled systems, SSN.
In order to avoid injury, please report any spills or unsafe conditions on the upper levels to the Sidonia Department of
Mining
Public Works.
takes all types. Guards, military.
Caution, subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised.
How cool is it going to be to see Space Frog? I just know people are going to love those new drawings of Space Frog. Hi, thanks for doing that for me. I wish I could do it myself, but having a friendly adult help me is almost as good. I know, right? Last time I did this, lots of people came over to tell me how much they loved it. I only hope these drawings stay up longer this time. Anyways, it's not much, but I got a little something for you as a thank you.
It is now safe to release.
Hey, I heard a rumor that you're the one who made the lawsuit. Thanks. Oh, wow! That's a huge step!
The new equipment is great. Fun.
Have something for me? There, would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message? Nice, nice. You're kind of a natural at this. Leaning on deadbeats comes easy to you. I like that. You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you more. A lot more. You think you can handle running with my, associates? That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nevamora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
Wow, look who finally had the guts to show up. Looks like Adler finally did something right for once. So, big shot.
So,
I
Miss
hear
Stay
Adler
Up Late
thinks you're
reading
good
under
enough
the
to
covers?
join our crew.
Did you learn anything new from your book last night?
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I know you aren't really. I learned that back on Earth, people used to use the stars to navigate. That's so cool. But I guess it only worked because they just lived on one planet. And that sounds boring.
Remind me one of these days to tell you the tale of a certain Solomon Coe and where his stargazing landed him.
We'll see. When the waters get deep, it's sink or swim. So, Before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead. It's done when Rake stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. And don't keep me waiting for long. Rake used to run with the fleet. Hell, I'm the one who vouched for him in the first place. Back then he had a different name and a different identity. He was a damn good earner, too. Brought in a ton of creds. Everything was fine until he wanted out. So he ran. And nobody, I mean, nobody runs away from the fleet. I've been tracking Rick for months. He's making it tough, not gonna lie. He changes his location and identity so often, it's costing me a small fortune just to keep tabs. But you know what? It's worth every damn cred. He's made me look like a fool in front of Delgado, and I'm gonna have his head on a pike.
Pilot of the Ragana. All right. And what are your intentions with these crewmen? Damn it. I do not have choice. Okay.
Nice clean dock, Captain.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece. That is not something I am going to do, not until you reveal your intentions. As far as you are concerned, I am Austin Rake. You want him? You're going to have to kill me. Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about? You are asking me to betray my own crew. I have heard the Crimson Fleet will do anything for some credits. Maybe he's just reaping what he sowed. I do not know who to believe. But you would not have come all this way if you were lying. All right, I will do it. I've got no love for the fleet. And if Rake was one of them, my loyalties with him end. But if I do this, you have to promise to spare the rest of the crew and leave the supplies for New Homestead.
Is that all it takes for you to flip on me, Dimitri? Unbelievable.
It is either you or all of us, Austin. I'm sorry.
Cut the crap and just admit it. You're a coward. You know, I almost bought it. All that crap about helping people and making a difference. But at the end of the day, you're no different from the fleet. When push comes to shove, you only care about yourself.
No!
You didn't leave me any choice.
Find anything worth selling or using?
This is terrible. I don't even know what to say.
What an awful situation. I don't know if I even blame Rake after what the captain said.
Was Austin really a member of the fleet? But he seemed so normal.
What an... Oh, this is terrible. I don't even know what to say.
Glad to be a part of the team.
We're on our own again.
with the Ecliptic. I had it under control, but it definitely went faster after you jumped in. Now tell me about the Ragana. Huh. No kidding. That'll make Delgado happy, seeing as our hands are clean. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but at least you got the job done. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yep, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rake's taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you. If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear? You better stow that crap before you make me change my mind. And now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can. Don't keep me waiting long.
I guess that makes you a pirate of the Crimson Fleet. All that's left to do now is to get yourself an eye patch and a parrot.
Docking cycle complete.
Commander Ikonde wants to see you. Follow me.
Captain Linda, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep.
I hope I'll be able to see him next time we're on shore leave.
Vigilance is a state-of-the-art warship.
We received word you boarded the Raga. What you did was uncalled for. You coerced the pilot into taking a crew member's life. You cannot simply pass off the burden of the job whenever it's... Good. Now I want to make this crystal clear. You do what you can to stay in the fleet, but there is an ethical line. Do something like this again, but for now, we will continue with the briefing. Then it worked. You're in. Now it's time for the next...
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on her good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet. Yes, you passed your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda? Where you'll meet Delgado, no doubt.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
I wonder if the files mention any of his poker tales. Pirates and gamblers are basically part of the same genus.
You will be thankful you did the homework when it comes time for the test. In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now, especially while you're on the key. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It certainly increased my estimates on success. Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
Things are progressing rather quickly. I'm sure the commander is pleased. We don't have a full map of the fleet's roster. The members change too quickly. Sure. We have a database of profiles you can read, which should help you ingratiate yourself with the group. However, the profiles are a guide, not gospel. Use what you can, fill in the blanks, and play off that. I imagine when you're done, you'll be able to generate far more accurate profiles than what we have in our system. Good luck on the key.
The commander's livid. Not sure what you did, but it's not good. I could have joined any division in the UC Navy. I chose Sister.
Excuse me.
Hello. Books. I guess it is. Do you have more books, or can you buy me more books? With real page. My book allowance is all gone, and Dad won't get me more. So, books?
Hey, don't let her con you out of more credits. Her book allowance damn near bankrupted me.
Dad, this is between us. Oh, Dad, you've made the best friend ever.
Well, now you done it. Now you can get pestered about books nonstop.
Yeah, a small price to pay for my education. Now, the important question. Pizza. Favorite topping? And please don't say cheese. Dad loves boring old cheese. Did you hear that, Dad? Meat! We have you outnumbered!
We could always get one of each.
No, you lose. I have decided that I will stay. You have the Cora stamp of approval. I, seem to have left my stamp back on Dad's ship, but imagine it there, on your arm. Cora approves. Your ship smells so much better than Dad's. Like, a lot.
When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
Worried? No, I think it's fascinating. I know they maybe seem scary at first, but what if it's just a threat display? You know how lots of species will puff themselves up or show off their teeth and growl? to scare off anything they don't like. No, I get that. Just maybe it's not as bad as it looks. That's all. Sure sounds like we haven't seen the last of them, so I guess... Worried? I know they may be. You know how... Bye!
Always a pleasure, Captain.
Pressure normalizing. Undocking complete.
Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. That's all we need. You're cleared for landing at Aquila City. For. Land in the key or don't.
Seals are tight, we're docked.
You cut. Now get out of my face.
You said the take was 10K. But it was 30. Big difference
Captain
on 40%
Linda,
of
it
10
is
versus 30.
Pleasant to see you.
You wanted 4K, you got 4K. Not my...
If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
You kidding me? Way to make a mess in front of my new rook.
Hey, steal from me and get caught. Better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener. The hell took you so long? Forget how to grav jump or something? Never apologize. Not if you want anyone in the fleet to respect you. And if they don't respect you, put a gun to their head and they'll get the message. But all that aside, you made it. So now, you get to hear a nifty history lesson. Pencils ready? Good. This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now it's the fleet's base of operations. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but we keep it together. Hell yeah, it is. Just watch your back when you do. Cred sticks tend to disappear around here, if you catch my meaning.
Don't worry, I keep all my cred sticks in a secret... well, somewhere safe. Leave it at that.
Anyway, I'll tell you all about the key, but it's better if I show you too. Follow me.
Exploring the galaxy is hard.
History time.
Trust me, I know.
So, the key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock. The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, lock, key. Cute, huh?
Hello, everyone. I'm Gail Dunnigan of SSNN, and this is Galactalk. My guest tonight is one of the most notorious criminals in the settled systems. His ruthlessness and desire for wealth has landed him squarely at the top of the wanted list for every major law enforcement agency in the galaxy. I am, of course, speaking of the self-appointed leader of the Crimson Fleet himself, Jasper Crix. Good evening, Mr. Crix.
Good evening, Gail. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Yes, well, being blindfolded and then grav-jumped to what appears to be an abandoned mining facility isn't exactly what I call an invitation.
Well, I'm sure you're not surprised that your request for an interview would come with some very specific conditions.
Frankly, I was a bit surprised to receive any type of response at all. Would you mind telling me why you decided to do this interview?
Because there comes a time in every pirate's life where they have to make an extremely important decision. Do they take a leap and become one of the most legendary pirates in history? Or do they simply sputter on, subsisting on freighters and deep space privateers?
So are we to assume that you are taking the leap? That Jasper Crix is moving on to bigger and better things in his life?
That's spot on, Gail. That's exactly why you're here.
Interesting. Well then, would you mind sharing with us exactly what your particular leap entails?
In due time. There's no rush. In fact, I'd say we have at least 12 hours before the authorities trace this broadcast. Plenty of time to discuss whatever you like.
Oh, all right then. Perhaps the best place to start this interview would be at the beginning of your career.
Please, proceed.
Got a moment?
Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the key, credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nev. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aww. And you always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the Lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on.
Weapons,
Back
ammo,
to my
mods,
story.
whatever you need.
After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cripps had a lot to do with all that, but we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss.
My prices may be high,
got
but
Bradley
these
from the Trade
goods
Authority.
ain't exactly easy to
I'm
find.
sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks.
First time visiting the infirmary, huh? Try not to get into too many bar fights. I'm trying to save my dwindling supplies for sale and pirates coming in off of raids. That's what they all say, until they stumble in bleeding out on my floor. So here's what's what. You need medpacks, curatives, You need enhancers, legal or illegal? Hopefully that won't be. Now, if you don't need anything... Well, let's see what... Really? You needed medic? All right. Can't have you... All patched up, for now. Be careful. I don't have endless supplies, you know.
We call him our reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet. And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. And no, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble. In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering. Glad you approve. Obviously, betrayal isn't taken lightly around here. Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for the fleet, I'm a prime target for information. Should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider me the greatest threat we have. For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree of safety. It's why he's the boss. Of course, I'm not the first reckoner to bear a bomb under my ribcage, but Delgado was smart enough to continue the tradition. Now, let me get you set up. A moment while I convene with the core. Thanks to advanced modifications even Ryujin would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done. All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us. The perfect segue into my final subject. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, we always have a steady stream of jobs available. I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these listings at any time, using the computers that surround the core. If Neva's chosen wisely, we certainly will. Now, I believe that covers all I have to say. Take the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to find your way from there.
Alright, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired. Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
Shot a few bullseyes at the ranch today. That's worth buying myself a drink. Yeah?
If I had a Birion crest, I'd run my own city, like Bayou. Except in my town, you could do Aurora anywhere.
Ship services? You need it? I've got it.
You can get work from the board to the Reckoner's Corps. Voss will make sure you get paid.
If you need credits, hit up the mission boards at the core.
So, looks like we got ourselves a new rook. Once again, I'm Jazz, resident engineer here. Like Neva said, you need ship parts, repairs? I'll hook you up. As long as your credits are good. It may not be wider, but it's not on the books if that's what you're getting at. I can guarantee your ship will be in good hands. So if you're... We got the best selection in the settled systems. Illegal. Anything that keeps the UC and Freestar Rangers off your tail is a... Just let me know when you want to talk. No, but just remember, I've got plenty of goodies to choose from. Here to upgrade that ship of yours? All business and no fun, huh? What do you need? Sure. Let me punch that up.
Looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
I am sick of using the trade authority to clean goods. Radley's the real thief on this
You see
station.
security on my tail, and my grab drive just chokes. You know what I find back there? The fattest leech I've ever seen. Worm nearly got me dusted.
Let me just ask you one final question before we wrap up.
Fine. Go ahead.
When is enough going to be enough? How many credits does Jasper Cricks need until he's satisfied?
I should have expected you to ask such a stupid question. How the hell could you ever understand? You with your fancy education and your sheltered upbringing and your cushy media job. Me, I came from nothing. Everything I own, I've literally drawn blood to gain.
There's no need to get personal. I'm simply trying to state the facts so that our listeners can make judgments of their own.
Lady, I got news for you. Half of your listeners think I'm a hero. The other half are scared out of their goddamn minds, and they should be.
Perhaps we should talk about something else.
No, that's it. We're done. Can you guys get her the hell out of here? Make sure she takes all this sound equipment with her.
Well, that's it then. Thank you for your...
Actually, before you go, Gail, there's one more thing I would like to say.
Yes, of course. What is it?
When you broadcast this interview on SSNN, I want you to remember that I'll be listening. If you edit even one word or manipulate my voice to change anything I've said, I will hunt you down and kill you in front of everyone. Do you understand?
I understand. You have my word.
Those crabs ain't gonna steal themselves.
Ah, there's our other new recruit. So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again. Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet. You'd better not disappoint, or you'll find yourself answering to me, personally. All right, let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one quits. No one retires. The only way out is death. You stay loyal or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Fleet before yourself. Boss. Good. You're getting it already. I like that.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said this entire time, Mathis. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, let's get to your next job. Pack your cold weather gear, Rooks. Where we are going?
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarol for another one of your little initiation runs. 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead Rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that goddamn campfire story.
Crix's legacy is no story, Neva. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help me search those ruins.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lot cost us a ton of credits. And a decent captain.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see where it all began. On Suvorov with Jasper Crix. Crix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy is still out there, we're going to be the ones to find it. Before Crix left the fleet, he left a message talking about a major score. One that would set up the fleet to be a big player in the settled systems. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crix's legacy. And everyone who's tried to find it has wound up empty-handed, missing, or dead. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead. And I would wager we will find one on Suvorov.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of words on a very old slate. Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording, and not a lot of facts. Some of us believe in it more than others.
Don't listen to her. When we get our hands on Crix's legacy, the fleet will be operating at a completely different level. We will become more than a match for UC Sysdef. Exactly. Now you're beginning to understand. Okay, enough discussion. We have got a lot of work to do. To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into your ship's computer. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook. Don't keep me waiting.
Bulk frog is fine if you like cheap one shot. Give me an Erdebrow logger and I'm good.
I hope Bug has something strong enough to knock me out.
Need something?
Were my instructions unclear? What do you want?
Is this important? Because I'm pretty sure you've been given orders.
I triple-check my work. Last thing I need is an angry pirate on my ass telling me the intel's suck.
is family. Stealing from each other is just what you call a professional courtesy.
I'm only stationed on the key until the heat dies down. Then it's back to raiding and pillaging.
I like my weapons like I like my coffee. Scalding.
I hope you actually need components. This better be worth it. You know my sister, and you're still alive? You either somehow won her approval, or... Best not to think about it too much. Bad for business. We're done here? Great.
Whoa, the stores here are right on top of us. I don't... think I'm just browsing will work as an excuse.
Don't be a stranger.
Hey! If you have time, I've been thinking about it. Wanted to talk to you about it. Do you? Hey. listen to Barrett's dulcet voice, then instead of stop by and say hello, okay?
The captain's here. Don't put up with any shit. Certainly not from the rooks.
What'll it be, friend? The fleet's got an impressive... They even managed to... Business on the quay is like no other. It's a so... Not everyone thinks so. There are a few. Naval. Regardless, as long as the fleet has goods to push... Business it is. Your credits are always good at the Trade Authority.
Of course, not just for you, for anyone with a credit.
Trade Authority takes anything and everything.
Everyone is going to learn to feel the fleet.
So, got a minute to chat?
You've got stuff to... Anything ship-related, you're at the right
Probably
place.
not ours,
Take care of your ship.
But no
she'll take care of
guarantees.
you.
Long day. You know, traveling with you has been more than just good old-fashioned fun. It's been, well, therapeutic. Well, just ask. Anyway, thanks for the support, Captain. That's just a fact. Which brings me back to that plan I mentioned earlier. My contact sent a gift. Seems real to me. So they found an insurance settlement. Irvin's employers got paid as compensation for sabotage. It seems that the mining company got a huge payout after they won the case against Irvin. We have the settlement paperwork from their insurance. The missing piece here is proving that Irvin was framed. So I discovered that Irvin's original lawyer still practices law, and she'll look over everything we found. Oh, detective. I like the sound of that. If I'm the detective, does that make you my trustworthy and sensible partner with a heart of gold? Well, I can work with that. Detective Barrett at your service. Anyway, we should take everything to the lawyer and see what she says. Maybe she reviews it and decides we have no case, or we need more evidence. I don't know. If we don't have a case, I can probably let it go. But I have to try. Fantastic. I knew I could count on you. You're as reliable as an atomic clock. I've sent a list of everything we've found so far to the lawyer in Gagarin. You know, I actually feel optimistic about this. Lead the way, detective.
Is Samina seeing anyone right now? Patience, I mean. I got a sore hip. I don't trust shielding. I got secret compartments on my ship just in case.
Been hearing some stuff about the Mantis being back.
Hey now, what was that about?
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal brief.
A brief history of time. If you find any edition, any at all, I will be here.
Ah, my day just got a whole lot brighter.
Captain on deck.
Hey, good to see you.
Textbook there. We're free.
Helix green, ready to land. Hey Dad, wanna hear a poem I wrote? It's called a haiku. I just read about them.
A haiku. That sounds exciting. Let's hear it.
About time you got here.
I told you you were wasting your time, Del.
Yeah? We will see. And Mathis, I am running things around here, so keep your mouth shut. You got that?
Fine.
All right. Listen up, because I am only going to go through this once. We are here to dig up any info about Grix's legacy. We are... Whatever you pick up, don't think, don't get creative. It's so simple, even a rook like you can't screw it up.
Hold on, no scrapping. How the hell am I supposed to make money around here?
All right, that's enough. If either of you want to fly with the Crimson Fleet, then you need to follow one simple rule. When you're on a job, you do exactly what I say. No questions asked. If that doesn't work for you, just say so, and I will leave you on this ice ball without a ship. You will be dead within hours.
Yeah. Yeah, keep talking, wise ass.
Throttle it down, both of you, right now. Oh, and there's one more thing. Your little friend can tag along until we get to the outer doors of the prison, but I will be damned if I'm letting them inside.
You go on now. I know how to handle myself on iceball planets. Trust me.
We have a lot of ground to cover between the landing area and the lock, so let's get moving.
If we need to get closer, let's move in.
Tired of that.
Yes. That sort of internal structure is common to biological organisms like that.
What was that?
We're not even inside, and already you have questions? Here we are. The place where Jasper Griggs laid the groundwork for in the Legacy, and eventually the Crimson Fleet. The Lock.
Yeah? Oh, good. I don't want the place collapsing on us.
I've been down here several times in the last few years. As long as we keep the damage to a minimum, we shouldn't have any problems. All right, let's keep moving. Standing out here isn't doing us any good. This ID card cost a small fortune. Let's hope it pays off. We are in. first time I've been inside this part of the lock, so keep your eyes open. If it's hostile, take it.
Sure. Must have been awful. Better them than us, though, am I right?
Wait, shut up a second. Did you hear that?
Whoa, something's out there.
I bet these things are crawling all over them.
Yeah, and their buddies probably heard us firing from about a kilometer away. Hallelujah. If we weren't on this job with Delgado, I'd drop you for saying that.
Enough already. I should have known better than to bring both of you at the same time. Now let's see. Looks like we are inside some sort of prisoner transfer area, but everything is locked down tight. Since you are such good friends, why don't you and Mathis head up to that control room and see if you can get some more...
This is just great. The plan? Let's face it, we're on a... Why? Because that's what his loyal little... The hell with that. We used this opportunity to take out Delgado, and at the same time, make some serious Oh, come on. We're just a couple of rooks. Let's pretend for a second Delgado's correct. And there's information here. Once we get rid of him, we'll dig up the... Playing it safe, huh? But you better have me back when I make me move. Now, let's find a... I guess that's one way.
Okay, Zouch. What the hell was so important that you had to drag me all the way out of A Block at this hour?
You know Jasper Crick's over in D Block? He's busting out of here, and he wants me to join him.
Cricks really thinks he can bust out of the lock? Why the hell am I just hearing about it now?
Crick's only told the few people he trusts. He even told us to keep it to ourselves. We'll cut our throats.
I can't
Why the
imagine
hell are you
being
telling
stuffed
me?
down a lot.
Come on, I gotta explain this. It's because I like you, Rickard. And I want you to come with me. We've been meeting in this storeroom for months to, well, you know. I was hoping we had something a little more than that.
Damn, Zouch. I, didn't know you cared that much. You give me the signal and I'll... Oh, shit. Wait, I forgot to turn off the recording.
Recording? What the hell, Rickard?
We never meet down here this late. I thought you were gonna kill me, alright?
Answer if you can. God, no. I love you. Alright? You gotta make me say it. Shit. Hello?
I'm sorry, baby.
Intercom up there if you can.
Let me turn this thing off and I'll apologize. Okay?
Is anyone up there? Quit screwing around and pick up.
I bet those things are crawling. Right.
Anyone still alive up there? The two of you made it, huh? Well, brush the dust off and listen. We have obviously been cut off, so I need you to do two things. First, I want you to keep looking for a way to open the rest of the doors down here. Otherwise, I'm not going anywhere. And second, try and dig up whatever you can about Jasper Creek. Yeah? You'd better. And tell Mathis not to get any bright ideas, or I will gut him myself.
Attention. Lockdown mode has been rescinded.
How can this thing... This lift is bullshit. Huh. What's that over there? Remind me to take me next vacation somewhere a wee bit more comfortable, like a desert planet.
This must be where they registered the prisoners before transferring them to a cell. nest. Yeah, and they're...
Hey, how about that? Guess you're not so stupid after all.
Well, look at that. One firefight and the two of you become best buddies. Now let's see. Looks like we are inside some sort of prisoner transfer area, but everything is locked down tight. Since you are such good friends, why don't you and Mathis head up to that control room and see if you can get some more of these doors open? Hey! Can you hear me? Down!
Shit. There's no way we're getting through here. Well, this is just great. Yeah, sure. I've got a few spare months to cut through all that rock and ice. Let's face it, we're on a... Well, yeah, we'll get to that eventually. For right now, we use this opportunity to take out Delgado, and at the same time... Oh, come on. We're just a... Let's pretend for a second, once we get... Playing it safe, huh? I can respect that. But you better have me back when I make me move. Now, let's find a way out of here. I guess that's the way through.
Okay, Zouch. What the hell was so important that you had to drag me all the way out of A Block at this hour?
You know Jasper Crick's over in D Block? He's busting out of here, and he wants me to join him.
Cricks really thinks he can bust out of the lock? Why the hell am I just hearing about it now?
Crick's only told the few people he trusts. He even told us to keep it to ourselves, or he'll cut our throats.
Then why the hell are you telling me?
Come on, I gotta explain this. Because I like you, Rickard. And I want you to come with me. We've been meeting in this storeroom for months to... Well, you know. I was hoping we had something a little more than that.
Damn, Zouch.
Still alive up there?
Didn't know you cared so much.
The two of you made it, huh? Well, brush the dust off. We have obviously been... First, I want you to keep... And second, try... Yeah? You... And tell Mathis...
Attention. Lockdown mode has been rescinded.
That over there? Looks like there's a guard tower overlooking the cell block. We should check it out.
The Crimson Fleet fade on!
Have you thought about what I've said? Yeah, well, too bad. We're talking. You saw it back there. Those things, whatever they were, they've probably ripped him to shreds by now. Did the job for us. And if they haven't, we can still handle the job. We just have to get our hands a little dirty. Wouldn't be the first time, am I right? Of all the people to get trapped here with, what? Fine, have it your way. So, now that we've made it to the guard tower... Been in a few slams yourself? Cell D03118. Okay. It's a place to start, I guess. never putting ice in me drinks. Ever again. They aren't paying us enough to be poking through this scrappy. prisoners were when they rioted, I would hate to have been one of the guards. Where the fleet started. It's history, man. It blows me mind. Going to be doing something fun, like rob a bank or something. You hear that? Nah, never mind. This place is starting to get to me. Here I thought we were going to be doing something fun, like rob a bank or something. I can't believe this is where the fleet started. It's history now. Get out of here. Remind me to thank Delgado for hanging us out to dry. Bet those things are crawling. Right behind the walls. Ugh. $100 old, eh? Ourselves. They aren't paying us enough to be poking through this scrap heap. must have burned some serious cash when they lost this place. Serves them right. Can you imagine how angry the prisoners were when they rioted? I would hate to have been one of the guards. How can these things live in this kind of cold? It's bullshit.
Today, I bumped into someone in the mess hall yapping about a ship carrying a fortune in credits. I know it's usually bullshit, but he seemed to have details. After striking up a conversation, I found out the ship was a Galbank transport named Legacy that went down in some remote system during the war. This is exactly the score I'd been waiting to find. I need to contact Carter to let him know it's time to get off this rock. He'll help the mining detail slip into the utility closet in the ventilation room. That's where we'll dig. Not up, but through. Right to the armory. Carter mentioned that security keeps rotating codes on all the terminals in the lock, so we'll have to coordinate this carefully. For now, we'll continue using his locker in the showers area as a drop point for the code to the utility closet. By this time next month, I should be out of this dump and uploading those creds into my account.
Delgado was right. Criggs must have hit the Galbank transport and stashed away the money or something. But we play this right, and we're gonna be filthy stinking rich in no time.
Okay, Carter. Confirming that the latest code to the utility room is 486111071. The mining crew tells me it'll take them a week to cut through the ice, so I'm giving you that long to square your end of the plan. When the tunnel reaches the armory, I'll get my people to start a riot. When you hear the fireworks go off, get your ass to the shuttle bay. We'll get one shot at this. If we play our cards right, this gets us one step closer to that fortune that went down with the legacy. You report any of this to the guards, well, you know what'll happen.
What I wouldn't give for a space heater and a hot cup of bogs right now. Was this an armory? Looks like they cleared this place out. Well, well, what do we have here? Give me a sec. This ought to come in handy. All right, let's keep moving. Can you imagine how angry the prisoners were when they rioted? I would hate to have been one of the guards. can't believe this is where the fleet started. It's history, man. Blows me mind. UC must have burned some serious cash when they lost this place. Serves them right. If we get out of here, remind me to thank Delgado for hanging us out to dry. And here I thought we were going to be doing something fun. Rob a bank. Or something. Eyes up! Incoming! Amazing this entire place hasn't collapsed by now. How can these things live in this kind of cold? That's bullshit. You hear that? Nah, never mind. This place is starting to get to me. I swear, I am feeling ice in the drinks. Ever again. Looks like this was the warden's office. They built the office right next to the shuttle bay for quick escapes, I bet. Smart.
Warden Tom Gillespie. Authorization 12210. This is likely to be my final log recording. The riots that started in D Block have spilled into A, B, and C blocks. I've ordered everyone to fall back to the shuttle bay for evacuation. It was prisoner D03118, Jasper Crix, who led the revolt. His crew tunneled into the armory undetected, and then all hell broke loose. If the log is recovered, I urge the UC authorities to perform a full investigation, as Crix undoubtedly had help from the guards and the staff. I'm now heading to my personal escape shuttle, and we'll try to jump out of the system. Wish me luck. Warden Gillespie, out.
Over here. Took long enough. Use the
things
warden's
I do to make
intercom
money.
near the window.
Crazy.
I hope you found something because I am getting sick and tired of this place. I knew it. Everyone said I was out of my mind, but something told me we'd find the answers down here. Looks like I picked the right person for the job.
Hey, what the hell? This is bullshit, Delgado. I helped plenty.
Is that Mathis? Tell him to shut up. I will deal with him later.
Whatever.
Okay. Now all we have to do is find a way off of this. I'm looking at schematics for the lock, and I don't think there's a way to get you back to the surface from. But I can open the outer doors to the shuttle bay and let you fly one of the shuttles down there directly up to the key. Good answer. You're learning fast. Okay, let me see. One of these probably opens the door.
Shuttle bay activated. Initiating the icing process. Please stand by.
Yup, it's got it. Might take a while though. Those bay doors have not been opened in almost a century. You have done a hell of a job, Rook. We will talk when you get back to the key.
Why the hell did you lie to Delgado about me? You didn't do all this work alone. Hey, come on. I was just looking out for both of us. I could have cut you out of the deal, but I didn't, right? Look, about all that killing Delgado stuff. Yeah, of course, don't. Now, let's get the heck out of here.
Orbit achieved. Docking complete.
Hey, you might want this. Yes, Captain? Thought you'd never ask.
So there I am.
We just have to blend in, disappear, act like we belong.
A lot of us in the fleet came out of the mud.
There you are. The hell took you so long?
It's about time. I was about to fly down and loot your bodies.
Not now, neighbor. Well, you said you found something. Hand it over. That's it? Just one slate? After losing so much of our crew, it better be a map with a big red X on it. Well, I'll be damned. Legacy wasn't referring to Crix's fortune. It's the name of an actual ship. A Galbank transport probably loaded with credits.
Never heard any stories about a Gal Bank ship going down. And even if it had happened, it would have been picked clean years ago.
No, neighbor. Think. If Galbank covered it up, and over time, the location was eventually forgotten, it wouldn't be on anyone's radar. Okay, this changes things. Now that we know what we are looking for, we have to narrow the search. And the recording that you found proves that it is out there. Alria, let us start with what we know. It was a Galbank ship, which means the company is going to have records of where it went down. Neva, weren't you working on a deal with Rokov? Something about a big-wig charity event on one of Trident's starliners?
Are you serious? I've been working on that gig for 3 months. That's my score.
Ay, Dios mío. Will you shut up about your score and think for a second? That starliner has a Galbank VIP suite aboard, which means... Come on, Neva. This isn't hard.
Which means a Gal Bank exec will be aboard. We grab their credentials and get ourselves into the Gal Bank archives in New Atlantis. Holy shit, that might actually work. I'll send a message to Rokov right away.
Pack your bags, Rook. You're going on vacation. And since you've earned it, take this gun with you. Might come in handy when Rokov screws everything up as usual. Good. Neva and I are too well known to walk around the starliner without being recognized. If Trident Security spotted us, it'd be up. I need you to board that ship. Make up. Don't be stupid. You gotta look at the big picture. We do this right, and we are all... Oh, before you leave, I wanted you to know that I took what you said about Mathis into consideration, and I've decided to cut him from the fleet.
Honestly, I'm surprised he made it off Suvorov in one piece.
We'll see. That's it then. Next stop for you is Rokov Starliner, the Siren of the Stars. And remember, Rokov does not need to know anything about Grixis' legacy. For now, it's just between us. Now get out of here.
Hey, Rook, before you head out, I need to have a word with you. Meet me at the last Nova after you wrap things up with Mathis.
Watch it.
Need something?
If you need credits, hit up the mission boards at the core.
I've got bounties in every system. Idiots will never catch me.
As a captain, I try to set a good example. Or is it a bad example? Since we're
Usually you'll
pirates.
never crush the fleet. They'd have to catch us first.
Every captain here's under stripes.
Maybe. We haven't decided.
The fleet's the only family you need.
Well, it's just, we were thinking. Why is it every time we go out and do a job, it's you who ends up with all our creds?
My friend's got a point, Bob. Pirate in this joint.
Yeah?
You see, they're sharks, but to the fleet, they're just bait. Soon, everyone is going to learn to fear the fleet.
I'd say we should try to blend in, but everyone's too drunk to notice us.
Hey, I want to talk to you. Thanks to you, Delgado's cutting me from the fleet. Well, you know what? You better get your own fleet, because I'm coming after you. Oh, I see. You think you're gonna show poor Mathis a little mercy now that you're Delgado's best buddy, yeah? Well, guess what? Your generosity is getting me kicked off the key. And that... Oh, I will, I can promise you that.
Ooh, I promise we'll try to act surprised.
Now get the hell out of me way! Stay the hell away from me. I've got nothing more to say to you.
The fleet protects our home. You turn against us?
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
I'm dying for a big score. There you are. All right, look. I've been lining up a score with that asshole Rokoff on the Siren of the Stars for months. I'm not about to let a payday slip through my fingers. So guess what? You're gonna finish the job for me. I'm about to tell you, so shut up and listen. Rokoff's been tipping me off about some kind of bullshit charity event that the Siren of the Stars is hosting. At the event, they're gonna give away something called the Earth Savior Award, which is worth tens of thousands of credits. So it's simple. While you're on the Siren, swiping those Gal Bank credentials. I want you to grab that award and bring it to me. And I'd prefer to have the money that award's worth in my account. So you just... Look, you can make all the jokes and excuses you want. But if you don't come back with the ES award, either way, I get my money.
Don't worry, I took notes. Sorry. I meant that seriously. I did.
Then it's settled. All right, Rook, we're done here. Because that's exactly what you are. A rookie, a newbie, fresh meat. Beneath all of that inexperience, I'm sure you have an actual name. But honestly, no one gives a damn. So get used to hearing that word. Until you earn your stripes, you're a rook. Hit me up if you got questions.
You know, aside from the frightening populace and the gloomy aesthetic, this place isn't so bad.
I like my weapons like I like my coffee.
Successful jump. Is clear. We're docked.
SysDef Marines are the best of the best.
Vigilance is a state-of-the-art warship.
You're back. So how did it go? Then things are moving forward. Perfect.
Nice job, Rook.
I was certain we'd fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her scrutiny is no small matter. Did you discover anything worth Legacy. Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado?
Oh yeah, it's totally Crixus Legacy. It's at the end of a giant rainbow stretching through space, and you have to get it from 3 witches.
I understand your sarcasm, but you can't deny that this data involves both Crix and Legacy. In my mind, it bears further investigation.
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up a bit of chatter on that subject recently. We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to their cause. Well, we can solve that little mystery in about 10 seconds. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a Gal Bank transport named the Legacy in the database. I think Delgado's trying to manipulate you. What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Gal Bank is hiding something. Delgado's no fool. If he risked his own neck to get that information, then he must be on to something. We have to take this seriously. What's your next move? Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying to do the exact same thing. We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Gal Bank execs for information. Get ahead of everything.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think that's good enough for now. There's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Cricks was clever. For some reason, he never got there. It's imperative that if the Crimson Fleet gets it, I need you to do whatever you can. You're both dismissed.
You want to hit to the now? Really? So you know. Little tin can protects us from certain death constantly, without fail. So far, anyway.
It's good to be out and about. Lives get stuffy sometimes. Operation complete. Thrusters free.
Got anything you need to... You should inspect your ship for heat. Sure, have at it.
two of us make quite the pair, eh?
I don't know about you, but a fella could do a lot worse than Constellation.
Liftoff complete. Let's go.
We're locking into orbit now.